Hey everyone, this is another video on factor theorem, a little different than the first one. So let's say we had something like x squared minus 4, and you're asked, is x plus 2 a factor? Well, the factor theorem tells us that if we set what we think might be a factor equal to 0 and then solve for the variable, to solve for the x, I'll just subtract 2 from both sides because negative 2 plus 2 is equal to 0, and x plus 0 is the same as just x. 0 minus 2 is negative 2. And then if we take what x is equal to, and we substitute that back in where we see x in our equation, so I'll go negative 2 squared minus 4, we want to know, does that equal 0? If this simplifies down to 0, then you know that x plus 2 would be a factor of x squared minus 4. Negative 2 squared, that's not the same as 2 squared times negative 1 out here. It's different. Negative 2 squared means negative 2 times negative 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Negative times negative would be positive. Does that equal 0? Positive 4 minus 4 equals 0. If 0 equals 0, then you know x plus 2 was a factor. Let's do another question. Let's say, is x minus 2 a factor? All you have to do is set that equal to 0 and solve for your variable. I'll do that by adding 2 to both sides, and I'll get x equals positive 2. If this had been positive 2 squared is actually the same as positive 4. Minus 4 would still be equal to 0. So x minus 2 would be another factor. And I can prove that to you because if we multiply the two factors we found, x plus 2 and x minus 2, when we FOIL them, we should get back the quadratic that we started with. X times x is x squared. X times negative 2 would be negative 2x. Positive 2 times x would be positive 2x. Positive 2 times negative 2 would be 4. Positive times a negative is negative. That would be x squared. Negative 2x plus 2x would be equivalent to 0x. 0x is the same as nothing, so you don't have to write anything down. Minus 4. We get the same thing that we started with.